Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? I know it's been a while since I've been live. Oh my God. I have been working so hard on our platform, a lot of things behind the scenes. Just a quick shout out. We were featured on Benzinga. Benzinga featured us, which I'm very grateful for. Also, I believe Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance, and they're reaching out because our platform is really the type of information we're doing here and the type of work that we're doing is incredible. So very excited to have a lot of people see the beauty of what we're doing here. Um, there's a lot has happened since the last time we talked. This is going to be the second part to this series, and we usually focus on Clover here. We're going to be detaching this. So we're just going to be doing an economic projections separately without Clover attached to it. So if people are interested, we can go. But this video is just going to be on Clover Health and just kind of getting us ready for earnings and also the plan if you do want to day trade this massive run. So yesterday at 8:14 a.m., I sent out an alert buy from our private Discord group. I said, let me be clear. This is when money is made at everyone, right? Just went in again on Clover, right? So I went in and I put a massive position, uh, a buy order there. And in my mind, I was like, I want to day trade this. So I have two accounts. I have one long-term account that I'm not touching, and I have a short-term account. And it's like, why not day trade stocks that if you get stuck holding the bag, which is really impossible at these levels, um, then they're just long term holds because you have high conviction in them. Well, so my philosophy was, I think this was a great buy because check this out. Dumb money was at its lowest. I mean, dumb money is just selling. People today in the past couple of days, they were selling like crazy and the market was rebounding and started to rebound, but retail was just dumping. Smart money averaged up and they started to buy. Remember, I told you we were here and I said that it started to diverge. It signals to me that when there might be some downturn because smart money can manipulate the markets, right? Because of that, I used our artificial intelligence technology and I saw that we've had like a quadruple bounce off of this $2.62 support line. So when the stock was at this level, I was like, guys, that's it. Let's do this. We're talking about the 50 basis point hike. The market is expecting that, and they're being just a little tumultuous, right? They're just being a little scared. So we placed a buy, and a lot of our Discord members they went ahead and acknowledged this as well, and then make some jokes on here, really cool stuff. And then after a couple of an hour, I said textbook bounce. Now let's see if it passed. And as you can see, it went ahead and bypassed and jumped off of the $2.62 support. And in fact, if you look at it now, we are at $2.93, which is a 12% run, which is really great, more than a 12% run. We do have some pre-market sell-off by a 1.37%. If you look at the futures right now, which we can access to our Discord, but I'm an old dog here. I like to look at it here. Markets are just going down right now. We'll see. I think there's going to be a rally, even though we had one yesterday because of the Federal Reserve. So let's switch gears and let's talk about Federal Reserve. However, I do want to mention one thing here. If you look at so remember how I showed you the smart money and dumb money? I showed it to you here and I said, all right, guys, this is it. Let me scroll up here. It was free falling. However, again, retail likes to follow the herd, sadly. So now that we saw a big rise in the S&P, you're starting to see dumb money come in, and now dumb money is up. Now, so dumb money is going to start buying, which means that we might see some rallies. And then now smart money is going down, right? So they're essentially selling. So, or not selling, they just stopped, right? And they, or manipulate the markets. But we know for sure dumb money's coming, which is great because we are about to set ourselves up for a short-term rally. Why is that? We're going to get to it right now, and we're going to do our support and resistance. We'll talk about Clover's earnings, which is right and bound May 9th after hours. It's going to be great. Okay. So, first off, in our private Discord channel, we like to give out a privileged, we call this a privileged cheat sheet. Now, why is it privileged? Well, if you look up all of the Federal Reserve Board members, if they so happen to take a phone call in public and someone hears them, we have, my resources, we're able to pick up on things. For example, the voter, Jerome Powell, chairman, on April 21st, he talked about a 50 basis point hike. Bernard here, she's a voter. 50, and then here, CNBC Governor Christopher Waller, he's a voter, 50 basis point hike. You can see where they were, when they said it, what date they were saying it, and it gives you an analysis on, and you can jot it down on a piece of paper and you can say, well, all of these people are saying that are voters for the FOMC meeting that they're looking for a 50 basis point hike. In fact, here it says here, this was a virtual appearance, not at all. This is the President James Bullard. He's a voter as well. Not at all is lost here. I think we're in a position where we can maintain credibility and get inflation lower. But when it comes to a 75 basis point rate hike in May, that action is not my base case. So you can basically see, and you can get all this information, and you actually know what the Federal Reserve is going to do before they do it. And sadly, most people don't have this, and it takes some time to compile, and that we have resources that do it for us, that we're always ahead of the game here, right? So there's that. And again, if you guys want access to this, we offer a 3-day free trial, which is link down below, or just go to alstocktrades.com and press the green lion here. So now let's go in really quickly and let's talk about why the market rallied. So if you go here directly in our Discord channel, you put in exclamation point Fed rates. It used to have the May meeting and it gave you the probability of what the stock market was projecting. Now it's giving you the June meeting, the June 15 meeting. And the rates that they believe it's going to be a 1.5 to 1.75 is an 82.9% likelihood, right? They're thinking that they're going to be doing another 50 basis point hike. And obviously, if you watch the meeting, that's what they said. So having this, it really helps you, for example, determine when to place your trades. Like, for example, I was planning this trade because I know from experience that max fear tends to happen right before they release their report. So on average, there are a lot more downtimes right before they release, which is good because then you can just put in a chunk of money and just get an easy 12% return every month on these basis point hikes. And for people that are in properties, for a capitalization ratio, when you have an apartment complex and you put in millions of dollars, getting a 12% return is that of a Class C apartment, not like a Class A, which are a little bit more expensive and nicer. So getting these 12% returns is amazing, right? So this is another way that day traders tend to use the economic forms to make money, right? In fact, we have an economic calendar here on our private Discord that lays out all of the meetings, the FOMC meetings here. It gives you the unemployment claims, and you can use these to gauge, like, for example, CPI for April is in Wednesday, May 11th. That's going to have a very tough on the market. In fact, we may even see a red day on Monday or Tuesday or in the right after. We'll see. So I might even place some bets here. I think, we might see CPI trend downwards. Who knows? That's going to cause a big rally, right? So just to give you some economic understanding of how this is affecting CLOV, because obviously CLOV did really well. Now let's go ahead and do a deep dive. So let's talk about CLOV. So On our private Discord channel, we had a discussion regarding Clover Health as a SaaS, right? And I want to go in and talk to you guys about this particular video here. Okay. So I'm going to go in here. Oops. So you want to know where. And I'm going to do audio so we can all listen to this. So we're going to go ahead and play it. I'm going to put on 2 times the speed. You may want to decrease it. So we'll see here.
Clover Assistant is our most used tool in our office, which helps us provide efficient and cost-effective care for our patients. GMed Health
My apologies here. I had some technical difficulties. Let me reshare that. It's late at night here. Technology seems tired. All right, let's.
Clover Assistant is our most used tool in our office, which helps us provide efficient and cost-effective care for our patients. GMed Healthcare Family Medicine is a primary care practice that covers a large area in northern New Jersey. Clover Assistant helps me provide more informed care for my patients because it gives me data and insights while the patient is sitting there in the room with me. And it prompts me about certain things that I might otherwise overlook. And once we started actually using it, we saw what a phenomenal difference it made. It was giving us information that we thought we had, but it was giving us information. Phenomenal difference it made. It was giving us information that we thought we had, but we actually didn't.
It's very easy for me to use. It's user-friendly. It captivates a lot of the visits that we normally wouldn't know of. The patient is like forgetful, where they saw a specialist and we're not aware that they did, or they went to the hospital and we were not aware had it not been for the Clover Assistant. We do have somebody set up that meets with us. If I have any questions, I can text her, I can email her, I can call her, and she's always available to me. With Clover Assistant, the check-in team is the one that would log into the system and generate the visit for a Clover Assistant website to get the visit ready for the physician to review the Clover Assistant website so that they can match what essentially on the Clover.
So I want to just interject really quickly here. So with this Clover Assistant platform here, and they're pushing a lot of this CA right now. They're pushing this really hard right now, and I think it's an anticipation of something. I don't want to start rumors. The rumors are already out, but we may have entered a SaaS. I think we may have booked a SaaS. I hope not, because it won't give us an opportunity to keep averaging down. You know what I mean? Because these prices are like a gift from God. Honestly, this is like free fucking money. So the beautiful part about this whole Clover Assistant is it's going to ask you questions. It's like, for example, you're seeing a patient. It's like, oh, did you look at the prostate, or oh, did you look at something here? And then what that does is like, oh, you know what? We should probably go check up on that. Ultimately, that will help the patient live longer because you're doing preventative care. You also will help the patient avoid diseases that would complicate and burden the healthcare system, which will ultimately reward the physician and the Clover Assistant and Clover Health in general, which will ultimately transcend back to the shareholders. Okay. You also have an integrated platform to, let's say, if the patient goes to the hospital, and we already have this technology, but I believe that this technology is only available for healthcare systems that are, let's say, in a multi-million, $1 billion healthcare system, that they already have a platform for that. But for small mom and pop shops that are, family doctors that are running in rural areas, having this technology available freely, it allows the patient, let's say, if he goes to a hospital, the doctor would be aware of this and they would know exactly what medications were prescribed And, again, acute care is different than family medicine, right? And these types of things ultimately help and give access, full access to the patient. And that ultimately helps equity, which in the long run will help, especially with the CMS upgrades, which on top of all that will affect the MCR and all the money being made, and which translates back to the shareholder. Okay, MCR is medical cost ratio, medical loss ratio. All right, just wanted to make sure I put that in there.
Over website the patient needs and verify diagnosis and things like that.
Clover Assistant makes my job easier because I'm able to create charts for the patients along with checking eligibilities for them. Also viewing any reminders that we need to review with the patients.
Clover Assistant has been helpful because when the patient is sitting right next to me and Clover is giving me all that information that, by the way, can you confirm or deny if your patient has prostate cancer, for example? And I'm like, oh, we have not talked about that because he had that condition 2 or 3 years ago. And it helps me go back to that, hey, maybe I think you should follow up with your urologist. And that just helps us make a much better decision going forward. All those things have helped us make a connection with our patient at another level. Obviously, it helps us be more cost effective. We can send them back to the same doctor. Oh, let me get those tests back from your previous doctor, and then I'll make a better decision if you need this test or you don't need this test. It has become an important tool in our daily practice, almost all of our patient encounters. Clover Assistant is intuitive. And by that, I mean, what would I do next as a physician? And Clover is able to actually give me that information as a next step.
And it's because it's designed by doctors for doctors. That's their motto, right? And it's intuitive in that of it basically is like, wow, that's exactly what I would do. And you have a AI doing it for you, which is incredible, right? So now if we were to go ahead and just quickly talk about, let me just exit out of here and stop sharing so I can share just the screen here. So if we go to Twitter, and by the way, if you, we'd really be honored if you guys can follow me here on Twitter. We got some, Twitter's doing really well. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share on the YouTube, especially at Stockwits and all these other places to help democratize financial information. Now, if we go to Clover Health, and if we see here, we start seeing, Merch for Besties, David Sachs, these people are part of this all-in podcast, and he's the kind of SaaS king almost, right? And he's good friends with Chamath. Guys, we already know Clover Health is a long-term SaaS play. It says it in their investor relations PowerPoint presentations. We already know they're going to have SaaS, which increases the likelihood and probability that this may become a SaaS play. And if so, which is why I doubled down right before this earnings, if this is the case, then we may shoot up heavily at earnings report, especially when we see it in that sentence, $10, $50 million booked through Clover Assistant. And if we see that, holy smokes, it's going to go crazy, right? Now, I hope that that's not the case, so we can keep drilling more money into this, because I do that. Again, not financial advice, but I'm doing this because just my opinion on someone on YouTube, because I do see the power of this company. All right, so now if for example, let's say the SaaS thing doesn't come true, well, it depends right now in terms of the markets. It could have a quick shoot up and shoot down. The reason, what does that mean? Shoot up and shoot down, right? Well, look, if you go into the economic calendar that we have here, they're reporting May 9th, right? And CPI is May 11th. So let's say, for example, they have great news and everything, the stock shoots up, but then it comes back down because of anticipation of the consumer price index here. I think the consumer price index might actually be very good. And if that's the case, then it's going to shoot up even higher. A good one, just to make sure we're all fully rounded here. THT reported some, okay, good earnings reports, and they're up 33%, right? Bright Health Group, right? Which is almost a competitor of Clover. And they're up 33%, and they didn't even report as much as a good as what Clover would report. So this is going to be good in terms of where we're going to see the stock price at. And we're going to go in now, we're going to transition into the support and resistance. But first, I want to stop right now just really quickly. And if you guys haven't done so, sign up for Moomoo if you guys want 5 free stocks. I get 1 free stock, and you guys would get 5 free stocks. So if you just open up an account, you only get 1. If you deposit $100, you get another one, which is 2. And then if you go in and deposit $2,000 or more, just deposit 2,000, you get another 3. So 3 plus 1 plus 1 is 15. I'm just kidding. It's 5, right? So that's 5 free stocks, literally valued up to like what, $15,000. So, it's free money. I would say do this as soon as possible. Then you can sell those shares and put them in Clover. You know what I mean? Or if you so so and the beautiful part is that, like, why I like Moomoo. I named my dog, kind of her nickname, her is Coco, but her nickname now is Moomoo because she looks like a freaking cow, right? More so than their cow. And if you look at the perks, they offer free level 2 data while Webull and Robinhood charge. They give you short selling data, which is incredible, and a whole slew of things. So it's actually a good resource to have. These people are actually more wealthier than Webull. They're worth more. I think a little bit more than Robinhood too. I got to check Robinhood, but the big thing here that I want to just really preface really quickly about Moomoo is that they you know how much money they pay to get all this information, but you get it for free. In exchange, you'll use their trading software. Now all you got to do is deposit 2,000. Now I'm not saying you go ahead and use it, you can just deposit and get the stocks, but I recommend you look at it because you got free level 2 data, short selling data. I'm personally using it, right? So I really enjoy it. But if it's something that you guys don't like, try it out, right? You get 5 free stocks. So, take advantage. I'm just trying to find ways to help the community. Honestly, never heard of them. But now looking at them, it's it's really good. So there's the Moomoo part of it. And I hope you guys, here's the, I wish I could have a button that, has a moo, the moo sound every time I talk about Moomoo. Okay, so there's that. So now let's talk about Brain Machine, okay? And let's talk about the support and resistance levels for Clovers. Now, Brain Machine is our artificial intelligent technology powered by allstocktrades.com. It's injected with inside of our Discord, and it helps our members essentially with options, calls, and gives them kind of price directions of where things are going based off of stock beta. Now, if you type in Al DCF Clove, you can see the price target for Clover is $3.56. So $3.56. Now, we might be saying, wait a minute, what? The price target for Clover is what? Again, this is a short-term price target. And this helps you because it changes based off of the beta of the stock market. And once this reaches 356, it'll update you, and it constantly updates you to help you. Now, this will be a great short-term directional swing because if you do want to short-term trade Clove or any other stock with our top short squeeze stocks, our bullseye, which essentially gives you buy and sell alerts based off of our AI integration model. If you go here, literally right there, you can see, it says Microsoft 300 strike expiration. It's a confidence level, very confident. You buy it or you do a call and boom, right? So you can use that with the DCF to give you that information. But the beautiful part about this is that the direction for Clover is up. The question is how much up? And to do that, we're going to have to look at our other AI, which will give you the support and resistance. So I think we're going to bypass these levels of resistance at $3.06, $3.21. And the support here is 276 and 262. And we have some major support here. I doubt we're going to break this. I would be a big buyer if we do. I mean, I'm hoping, but I don't think it's going to happen. And if people are asking me, why are you hoping? Because you get discounted shares. You know, if you liked it at like 5, you're going to like it at like 2, right? So but that's how I think, right? Because I have data that helps me not be dumb, right? Okay. So now if you go into the hour here, you start seeing that $3.65 and $4.16 will be levels of resistance, and we're going to have to see if we're able to hit that. There's a big one at $3.82. I'm going to see if we can pick it up on the day here. So that's going to be a big one. So $3.74. Right? See how you see that bounce right there? That rejection. So I'm going to be looking at that closely because I think we might be hitting that, and I'll use my Brain Machine, which is our proprietary software, to see the price target. I would use the support and resistance lines, and if we start seeing this getting rejected come earnings, then I would say for my short-term positions for Clover, I would back away, and that's a 45-50% gain. Just literally just like that, right? Which is easy money. And then I just kind of hold off if there's a rejection, right? Now, if there's a SAS, my plan is if the SAS is actually true, then I'm going to keep those shares. I don't care a whoot of the whatever profits they are, right? Because the SAS turns it into a different beast. It means that they're not going to possibly do another share dilution. It means that they're going to be profitable earlier. There's a lot of great things that'll come out of that, but we don't know until May 9th. May 9th is like really, it's going to be if it's good news, we should all live stream at a bar and have some fun, right? But I'm too busy studying. So, but we'll definitely party after if that's the case. It'll be very fun. So this is the number I'm looking at, guys. $3.74. $3 from 74 to $3.82. Now, let's go ahead and do the week. Maybe you might pick it up on the week, the $3.82. Yeah, it's not picking it up, but that's the number I'm looking at. From 374 to 382. If they can't pass those numbers, then my short-term positions, I'm gonna pull out. And again, there's more to this. You got to look at volume. You got to look at MACD and all these different types of things. And we have charts within here to help you if you don't have these options. So most people here are looking up. I'm talking like charts like this, which basically helps you with the volume. Like, for example, you can look up Clover from here, and you can see the support and resistance lines, and you'll be able to see the volume. See the volume here, and then you can see the stock rise, and you have these different simple moving averages to help you. So stuff like that. All right, so, and that's all part of our Discord, right? Our private Discord, which we offer a 3-day free trial. And just a very quick here, we were featured on Benzinga Market Watch. Our results speak for themselves. In fact, I'm very proud of Benzinga. Very happy that we're able to be on there. This is everything that's included. I recommend you going on our website to see what's included. There's a lot that we offer, as you can see. Our price targets, especially if you guys know me from Clover, our daily top short squeeze stocks, which are given daily every day. And these are all the testimonials, and that's it. So there's that. Now let's go back to here. I'm trying to see what else is there to do. We can look up institutional ownership, 36%. And we could do a Monte Carlo projection to see where things are headed for Clover. So we are more closer, the white line, the base is more close to the bull. So we'll see right now. Based off of this thing can't calculate earnings. Based off of the earnings, I think we're going to see some fun things happen. Now, if you want to look at any big flow, unusual flows, or let's say any big flows to see if there's any whales been buying Clover. We can do this. Also, we can look at dark pool levels too. We don't have any dark pool. And if it does not dark pool, it'll let you know like what you see here. And you can use for any stock. So no data found. Then we can do our algo, which is a really nice graph here. So it is telling me that we are going to be experiencing some downturn based off of what option traders are doing. Now, we did see a lot of puts on the SPY. So that's going to be interesting to see. Especially what the futures are going to look like. I mean, they look pretty red right now. We did have, just FYI, we did have a really high intensity rally yesterday. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a dip. Again, more opportunity. But overall, that's all I have. If you guys have any questions, let me know. That's all I had to say. It's late at night, but I had to make this video for you guys because it's been a while. And I want to make sure you guys kind of have what I'm thinking about Clover, because this is really exciting. This is extremely exciting. No one's talking about this stock. Everyone forgot about it. So it's this is when you got to, this is when money's made. So, all right. Other than that, make sure you sign up for Moomoo. And it's 5 free stocks. And that's all I have for you guys. And make sure you sign up for our Al Stock Alerts private Discord group, which has all of our AIs. We offer a 3-day free trial. Cancel anytime. We also offer a yearly subscription with a 3-day free trial, of course, for $10 a month. Literally, we give you 2 free months. So there's a lot of opportunity here. We're very confident in our product. As you can see, we've been featured on a lot of articles. Bloomberg and Yahoo Finance are coming up soon. And we're very excited with the program that we created, especially Brain Machine. It's definitely amazing. And the cool part is you can search the heat maps based on the stocks. Now, again, this is more for the market open, so it's still going to show green. But because it's still pre-market. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, let me give you the link. I gave you the link for the Moomoo. Let me give you the link for here. So I would just go to Al Stock Trades and you'll find it here. The Green Lion. If you guys want the 3-day free trial here. Other than that, peace. Oh, nope, wait, not peace yet. I just remembered. I got to show you one more thing. This is the equity. This was the oh god, I'm sorry. Oh, hey, if you guys are still here, that's amazing. You guys haven't tuned out yet. So this is the equity hedging index. Whenever we reach a peak, it means that we're about to hit a bottom. We saw a bottom right here at 2020 March. Remember that? Everyone was telling you to sell. Bill Ackman was telling you to sell. Well, my data was telling you to buy, right? And then if you would have taken advantage of that, well, you already know the story. Now we are starting to level off here. Again, there's a lot of uncertainties in the market. I have not seen a soft landing from the Fed. Only a couple times we talked about it from historical contexts, which ultimately ended up in a recession 2 years after. Another thing that I want to talk about is the AA I or 2 bull ratio. This is a retail type analysis. So you want to do opposite of what this is saying, because we already know retail is, right, what it says here is dumb money. Okay. Now what we're seeing here, and no offense, I don't want to offend you guys, but that's what you saw Chamath. Retail is wrong all the time, so you got to make sure we say it how it is. I know it's hurtful, but we educate ourselves to hopefully be in that smart money category, right? So this gray area is a recession. This was 2020. This is about 10 years, 9 to 10 years of data. I can go out more. I just don't. It'll be dirty. It's hard to zoom in. As you can see here, this is the bull ratio. So the lower this is, the lesser people are bulls, right? This is a Contranian index, right? So you want to do opposite of what this is saying. So when people are extremely bearish, look at when, see that extreme bearishness here? And then we're good. And then once stocks were at here, we're like, you know what? We should be done. And this was the beginning. Remember that beginning of February where you would say Palantir is overvalued at $45? People would burn you at the stake like the Salem witch trials. Well, that's what that happens. And we already know what happened to Palantir, right? So now we're at extreme bearishness. Now, all those Palantir bulls, if you were to talk to them, well, buy the stock right now. They're like, nah, it's going under 10. You know what I mean? It's market psychology. You understand market psychology, then you become you become a beast, right? And yeah, so if you see it right now, we're at all-time lows. We are seeing other indicators saying that we might see more downturn in the market. However, based off of this, it's looking pretty damn good. So I'm a buyer. I keep buying the dip in this market. I haven't stopped buying the dip. I have other data to show you guys on the other side of the argument, which I have it. I just got to present it to you guys. But overall, I'm sorry. I almost was about to end the live right there. But whoever stayed, congrats, because this is some good information, right? So God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. For real this time. All right.